guys do.
Yeah, that it was.
I'm like, I get that.
Yeah, and there's two different markets. There's your karate and your character development market, and then there's your MMA market, and those kind of have to be separated. Sorry, what was that?
Old days. My first group.
Dude, these guys, I got to tell you, though, these guys are so much more talented than our group back in the day. They're so much more well-rounded. They have so many resources available to them, and you got some dangerous guys coming out of the gym.
I'm lucky that the young group that I have right now, I absolutely love training them. They all work good together. They all support each other, so it makes training them so much easier because they'll push each other. They'll get together on the weekends. They'll go do their cardio. So it's good to see that camaraderie instead of, having 10 people and they're 10 individuals and not having a team. So it's great to see this. They hang out together on the weekends, so it's awesome to watch them.
It's fantastic. Now, this is our last amateur fight of the night. We have, is that Mykah?
Yep, this is Joshua Treasure.
Oh, Joshua Treasure, yep. And then Mykah.
Out of Extreme Couture.
Gotcha. Yeah, have you had him here before? It looks familiar.
No, haven't had him, but we've had Mykah on before. We've had several people from Couture's gym.
Yeah,
they
any of the guys coming out of Couture's gym are dangerous.
But especially this guy, according to his coach, he's done those street beefs. So this guy will fight. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Fair enough, Scrappy. And you want to know what, coming in at what is the weight here? Is it supposed to be 145?
Yeah, so they did a catch at 48.
Oh, okay.
Kuratani was, this is his first time cutting down to there, and struggled. And the cool thing is Joshua's like, no worries.
Did Joshua come up in weight class? He's 142 pounds.
He was a light guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good on him for fighting up, man.
Kuratani's fought here before against two savages, so Kuratani knows how to stand in there and bang away. He definitely has some really good skills, both on his feet and on the ground. Shows a lot of heart. So this will be a really good fight for both of these guys.
Okay.
Now you remember
yeah,
him. Yep.
Yeah.
This guy has fought some wars here.
Yeah, heart and danger. He has had some dangerous opponents.
Both of his opponents have been like top level guys, and he's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
And in fact, on one of them, it was such a slim margin, like a split decision, that really could have gone either way. And those are the tough ones. It's like, I know that one ate him because he knew it was like, it was so close.
I'm excited to see this guy back. Very explosive, very powerful, very well-rounded.
Yeah.
I mean, all the young boys guys are, but
I always know that their striking is going to be super clean, but now their ground game is elevating to where they're very, very competent and know exactly what to do, both offensive and defensive. Like, I see how they do their training, and it doesn't surprise me. Like, these guys are very disciplined on what they're practicing on that day. They have like their lesson plans, and they execute it. And again, these guys are a very tight-knit group. It's one of those all for one and one for all. Like, that's how these guys are. Like, they push each other.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, like, hey, if they think somebody's slacking, they call them out. Yeah. And then they all get back together and they keep pushing.
They seem very devoted, not just to the sport, but to each other as well.
Yeah, and they do some big things for the people in their community. They do like clinics for the kids, like kickboxing clinics. It's really cool. Mykah is a firefighter back home. As I said, Josh Treasure is a scrapper.
This could be a very explosive fight here. Very fast pace. Here we go. Nice little leg kick from Kuratani. Ooh, nice return from Treasure.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Oh, nice. Good movement. Treasure looking very composed, man. Kuratani using his guard. Bringing up. Oh, nice little guard pass by Treasure, getting the knee in and just stepping over it.
Yep, stapling that leg.
Yeah.
Now that opens that door open for him to pass.
Looks like Kuratani has got another tough opponent. But Kuratani's game, man, we have seen him get in some brawls here. Yep, Kuratani pushing that knee, trying to recover his guard so he can control or submit.
Yeah,
Treasure.
Kuratani's got some solid jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, back to a full guard. Treasure turning him back into the cage to prevent some of those angles. Putting a lot of pressure. Kuratani creating an angle here. You're working for something. Treasure's corner is calling that out. Hey, watch that right arm. Be careful. Ooh, nice overhand left from
Treasure's corner. Roman's got a big stable of fighters.
Kuratani's walking the cage. He's starting to use that cage to get up. Oh, Treasure not letting it happen.
Turned him off of that.
Not letting it happen. Yeah, Treasure's got some great positioning. Oh, Kuratani looking for that arm again. Oh. Does he have it trapped? Oh, there we go. Treasure is doing a great job putting pressure on Kuratani, though. Treasure's not out of the woods, though. Yeah, he needs to protect that arm. And Treasure is out, taking Kuratani's back from the side. Oh, Kuratani walking up. Kuratani might be in trouble here. That looks like a tight choke. He needs to peel those hands and stack in. He needs to bridge, stack. He needs to get those hips up, stack, and peel that hand off the top of his head, which he's doing. Beautiful. And now he's working on that bottom hand. He needs to start turning into his left. If Kuratani can start creating an angle and turn to his left side, use that ground to peel Treasure off.
Back flat.
Ooh, Treasure is following him, though. Yeah, he needs to turn the other way. There it is. And that's the scary thing for a lot of guys in MMA is they don't want to get mounted. They don't want to wind up on bottom, and so they're afraid to use that ground to peel people off. But you don't have a lot of choice.
Hands,
yeah, and there we are again. And I would. Oh, well, he's got 10 seconds. He can hold this off, though. And Treasure is making this kind of a crank here. He is putting a lot of pressure on him. Kuratani can hold it. Oh, my goodness. Saved by the bell. Kuratani still awake.
Great transitions on the back from Treasure.
Fantastic, yeah. Great job from both these gentlemen. That was fantastic round.
Yeah, Mykah looking sharp, and his jiu-jitsu transitions on bottom look good.
Yeah.
And just showing that heart that he wasn't going to quit on those chokes.
Yeah, if I had to give that round to somebody, I would say it's Treasure, but that was a very, very tough round. Very, very talented fighters. Very, very technical fight. Yeah, and Treasure did a great job shutting down that arm lock because Kuratani was setting that up beautifully.
Yeah, hit a good angle.
Yeah, and he went back to it right there, and Treasure was right on top of it. And Kuratani, props.
Tight.
Yeah, Kuratani fighting that choke off. Dear Lord, that is a tight choke that he was getting, and Kuratani did a fantastic job of fighting those hands. And then he probably should have turned in, but it's pick and choose. Do you want a guy on top of you punching you, or do you want him back on your back choking you? And it's kind of a no-win. What do you call it? A Kobayashi Maru from Star Trek. Like, you're not going to win on that.
And that was a great round.
Yeah. Whew. Oh, sorry.
It's nice to have the head commissioner in the house.
Great positioning, great movement, very technical. These guys are very, very methodical. And we've seen that from Kuratani before, but it's very nice to see this from Treasure as well. Very, very technical battle. Great movement. Both guys are trying to control the center of the cage.
Both of them moving really good on their feet, not just standing in front. Using good angles, nice body kick.
Ooh, nice. Dude, Kuratani has some vicious kicks, as do all the young boys. Oh, Kuratani with a great takedown attempt, but Treasure was prepared for it and shut it down. And you see that there, Couture's gym has a lot of great wrestlers down there, and it's paying off for Treasure right there.
It's that they've got, good everything.
Ooh, this is a bad angle.
Mykah hit him with a good head kick. Was very well blocked. There, wow.
Great movement, great positioning. Wow, and Kuratani has reversed the position, sinking in the choke. Kuratani has reversed this, sunk in the choke. Treasure might be in trouble here. Oh, Treasure doing a great job of peeling the hand off the head. Shaking down. Oh, my goodness. Treasure might be in trouble. This is tight. He's created a wonderful angle, but he needs to turn in. There it is. Treasure did a fantastic job.
Ain't quitting.
My goodness.
That was tight. Wow, these guys in their chokes. That was an amazing transition from Kuratani. Let's see if he looks for that shoulder.
Great positioning from Kuratani and great movement. I mean, Treasure, too. These guys are very, very technical, and we are going back to that rear naked choke. What I would like to see these gentlemen do is transition to an arm lock after they are missing that, or not missing, that's a strong word, after their opponent is fighting off the choke, transition to a secondary submission like an arm lock or something like that. And the first person to do that might be the first one to win this match. Oh, that is tight. Kuratani's a very strong dude, but Treasure has a ton of heart and is doing a very good job of fighting that choke. Oh my goodness. The cage is preventing Kuratani from maybe fully extending. That is gone now. Choke is in tight, fighting the hands. Treasure, I mean, this might be the first person to go out is what happens here. Treasure doing a great job, stacking in, peeling those hands. Wow.
Phenomenal round.
I cannot believe from the first and second round that nobody has gone to sleep and nobody has tapped out. I am shocked now.
Those chokes are so deep.
Yeah, those like I'm feeling those in my spine.
Look at that.
Good grief. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have never been in a rear naked choke before, it is very, very easy to be like, oh, just kind of man up, get through it. It is a miserable, miserable experience, and you feel like your soul is being stolen from you, okay? For you to sit in that choke and hang on to it is a testament of willpower.
That was absolutely, this transition right here was insane.
Oh, my goodness. That was fantastic.
Out and then taking the back take, that was phenomenal.
Both these
and then
guys
for Treasure to fight out of that, look
Wow.
how deep that was.
Gosh, dude.
That is nuts. It's like for us, we're like, we love to see this technical stuff. It is absolutely amazing. This is that beauty of their MMA game at this level to show that was absolutely phenomenal.
We are moving into the third and final round.
This is anybody's game. I don't even know. I think it's like one apiece.
Final round, here we go. Very, very composed. Nice shot from Treasure.
I switch that, get off that double over.
I think his corner realized that the fight is probably very, very close and can go either way. So the corner probably gave him some great advice and said, hey, we need some takedowns. We need something to show that you're controlling the fight.
You need some ride time for sure.
Yeah.
Both of these guys are
just vicious.
Right there. Now it's that matter of who's got the cardio and will to fight through it.
Good grief.
It's such a great fight. These two rounds have been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, Kuratani's doing a good job of finding that back, but Treasure's going right back for that rear naked choke, and Kuratani's just not having it. I don't think he wants to be there again. I wouldn't want to either. But, Treasure is sinking it in. Kuratani needs to turn to his left and use the ground to scrape Treasure off. And I think Kuratani has a natural habit or training to kind of get back on the knees and try to get on top.
Wow.
And that's what you're seeing there.
Nice
It can pay off. It can pay off. But it's also very, very dangerous because you keep somebody on your back in that ready to choke position.
That was a nice get up.
That was beautiful. Ooh, nice little knee. Really technical. Yeah, and these guys have to be exhausted. Striking is tiring, but grappling and driving and wrestling and finding out chokes is absolutely exhausting. All your muscles
Good
get
transitions
exerted.
between these two.
Yeah.
Oh, Mykah's
nice
got to mount.
Mounted position.
He's got a minute to work.
Let's see what he can do with it. And I would venture to say that Kuratani needs to finish this. He needs to put in a lot of work here because I think he might be behind on the cards. I'm not one of the judges, but it has been a close fight, and I know Treasure has put in a lot of work. So Kuratani most likely needs to make something happen here and now.
He needs to make a statement for sure.
Yeah.
He can't just finish light. He's got to finish hard.
Nice little body triangle by Kuratani, and Treasure's doing a good job of stepping over. Kuratani, or Treasure actually has a submission here. If he wants to fall to that side and bridge, he can actually get a tap from Kuratani. Kuratani doing a nice job of transitioning. Treasure kind of punching backwards.
He's just trying to keep himself active.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he knows
he's in a bad spot, but
30 seconds, judges are probably going to take this.
Yeah.
Oh, getting on top. Yeah, both guys are trying to do something, make something happen. And both these guys need to tee off that last 10 to 15 seconds. I bet once they hear that
clap,
there it comes. You're going to see them tee off. 10 seconds.
Tough one. I don't know how to call.
Dude.
The second round could have,
Close fight. It could have gone either way. And Kuratani doing something very, very clever, which is getting up, and now Treasure is doing it too. You get up, you put your hands up, and you let everybody, including those judges, know that you won the match.
Good fight, Mykah.
Yeah, great
Good
fight.
Josh.
Great fight. Outstanding, gentlemen.
Man, night of another night so far. Phenomenal fights. These pros are going to have a hard time keeping up with these Amis. These guys have put on a great show.
Yeah. It took me a very long time to realize how important that was when you end a decision, something that's going to decisions, to get on your feet. After every round, get on your feet, put your hand in the sky, and let them know that you came out on top. Because it is very, very important in the eyes of the judges, especially if it could go either way.
Yep, when it's tight. Yep. You never know.
That was a phenomenal fight. Nice little body triangle. By
such
Kuratani.
a technical battle between these two.
Yes.
Such a technical battle.
It was fun to watch.
It was amazing to watch
the
how
chokes,
these guys.
Man, I can't believe they both made it out of the chokes.
Out of how many chokes?
Dear Lord. That was insane.
Kuratani's little backflip roll in this last round was sweet. I was like, uh-oh, because I thought he was going to get mounted again. The next thing you know, he's doing a back roll and gets out, ends up on top.
Yeah, you watch fighters that have been around for a while. I mean, they get their nick touch sometimes, and they're just like tapping. These guys were sunken deep. I thought one of them was going to go out.
Yeah,
I mean, either one.
Both of them had each other in some.
Yeah, and this fight could go either way. This could be a split decision.
This shows the heart of both of these fighters. I have no clue which way this one's going to go.
And I think that's why we're having the time that we are is judges and everybody trying to figure it out, because it was a very, very
motion at your spotlight cam.
Very explosive fight, and that can go either which way. Does Max have the scorecards?
I think he's getting it. Yep.
Okay. Here you go.
I'm interested to see how these judges call it.
Oh man, I wouldn't be shocked either way.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wins earned it.
Yeah.
Tough fight both ways. Because I have no clue who won.
29-28, Mykah.
Split decision. Here we go.
Judges out. 29-28, Joshua Treasure.
Right.
Oh, here we go to this last one. These two left it all out there.
29-28, for your winner.
Oh, and Kuratani takes it. That fight, that decision could have gone either way. Treasure had a ton of heart, put in a ton of work. I can see I'd be upset after that too. But there is no loser in that fight. Both those guys did a phenomenal job.
But it's also tough because when you know it's that close and it could have went your way as well, those are tough bullets to bite. So.
Well, from what I was watching, if I was judging, I probably would have gave it to Treasure, but I can see Kuratani pulling that out too. Taking nothing away from Kuratani, that fight could have gone either way.
Yeah,
that was
I had
phenomenal.
No clue
absolutely phenomenal fight.
How they were going to score that one because it was that razor thin fight I had.
Yeah.
I didn't have a winner. I said, I'm interested to see how this one goes because it was such an amazing fight. To be in that many chokes and escape.
The chokes are what was just not just.
They weren't just strong; they were deep.
No, those were very, very technical chokes. And even when it's not a complete rear naked, but somebody's just cranking, sometimes those are worse. And the elbow was under the chin on both of them.
Yeah, because on one of them, Josh had him in almost like a neck crank choke where he was just pulling the back. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I almost turned into my mother for a second. I'm like, just tap, like you're gonna get hurt. It's dangerous. Stop.
Such a man.
Judas,
I can't be more proud for both of these guys. And I get it. You know, it's tough when you're on that losing end. Those ones will eat you. And it's always hard because they're going to tell you don't. But it's honest, like, don't let this be. It was so good.
There was no loser in that fight.
No,
that was
like they gave 100% all 3 rounds. Like, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, gosh, and those chokes, man. Especially if you've ever been in a rear naked choke or any of those tight chokes, it is merciless. It feels terrible, and people have quit for less. So now we are moving on to our professional card,
professional fights.